was an unholy amount of studying. Kind of relax a little bit, kind of take your mind away from the stress. Stupid rain. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday in April. I can't remember what day it was. It's the 7th of April. And we have a very busy week this week. We have 2 checkoffs, 2 exams. At the end, I gotta have a 12-hour shift on Friday. So it should be a good week, but right now, we have to go to class. I have a lecture for fundamentals, and then I have a lab for, I think, pharmacology. And I've got my protein shake right here, per usual, and I will go ahead and head on there. All right, guys, so we finished our 2 lectures for today, and I'm very exhausted. Thankfully, we got out like an hour and a half or so early from our pharmacology lecture. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm already at Walmart, but I'm going to go ahead and go in and get some beef because I got a meal prep for the week. I'm doing it a little bit late this week because I wasn't able to do it yesterday because we had family over. I'm going to go ahead and get that done, come home and do probably like 2.5 hours of studying or so, and then go from there. Yo, if you want a great meal, spilled on me. You want a great meal, get Greek yogurt, especially strawberry yogurt, and put oats in it. Slaps every time. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys what I do the day before a test. So what you would think I would do is study a bunch, but I actually don't study that much at all. So I have my Anki deck right here for 139, which is the class that I will be having a test on tomorrow. And so what I'll do is I will just look over the quick study guide that our teacher made for us, or the teacher went over during class, and that's pretty much it, you know, because I've already won the battle early on by reviewing every single day for the past probably like 2 or 3 weeks. So it really doesn't matter that much because that last day of studying, it's not gonna give you a much better grade because all you're doing is cramming. So that's just pretty much what I do the day before the test. Guys, so we just finished studying for a good solid chunk of time, and then I went on a walk like 1.5 miles. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to Chick-fil-A, get some food because I don't know why, I just feel like not eating healthy today. And then I'm going to come home, meal prep, and keep on going with the day. Y'all, after editing that shot, I completely understand that it's a dumb shot. I mean, I was sitting there thinking I was Christopher Nolan when I was doing it, but I fully realize how dumb it is now that I'm editing it. All right, guys, so we just finished lifting. I hit chest and back today, and I actually switched something around today. This is my first time doing it. I decided to, instead of doing all my chest work and then my back work after, I decided to do a chest lift, then a back lift, then a chest, back, all the way through the whole workout. And that's great because it's really been helping me out with my fatigue. I'm gonna go ahead and go get a protein shake, and then I will get to bed because we have a big exam. It's the fundamentals. It's the first exam of the semester, and that will really set the tone. So let's go ahead and get to bed. Morning, everybody. It is day 2, and we have the test today. It is the test over like chapters A, B, C, and then vital signs. So it should be a good test. Studied a lot, prepared a lot. I did a quick review this morning for like 5 minutes when I was waking up in my bed. And I got my protein shake right here, and we will go ahead and go ace that test. All right, guys, so we finished our exam. I got a 94, so I missed 3 of them because it was out of 50 questions. And I knew exactly what I got wrong because I looked up the study guide, or like the study guide that I made, and then I found the exact questions. So I was like, oh, missed them, but it's okay. I got my lunch here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go into Publix right now and go get something to eat, and then go back to class because we have a lecture for fundamentals. So we just finished class. We got out like an hour early, and we were going over a lot of the like anti-infectives, microbiology, different types of stains, cultures, and bacteria and all that stuff. And it's great because I took microbiology when I didn't have to, because we could opt to take microbiology later on in the semester when we take med-surg, but I decided to do it right before I started the program. So I'm a little bit ahead, and that really helped because I kind of still understood everything from when I took it. I'm gonna go ahead and head home, get a snack, relax for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to film a video that's gonna come out this week, because this one will come out the next week, if that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and head on home. Sammy, what's up? This is the professional YouTube setup that I got going right here. Look at that. So we just finished filming, and yes, so that video actually turned out really well, and I'm gonna load it up onto my computer here, and then I'm gonna go out to eat tonight with some of my friends from church. So that should go pretty well. If any of y'all do YouTube, then let me know if you have any tips or tricks for loading videos onto a computer, because it is miserable doing it every time, because I gotta like hook up my phone and then I gotta load it up here and then go through all the files and find it. So let me know if there's any better methods. You never skip out on that hydration. Never skip out. So we are almost done editing this video. So this is the Anki versus Quizlet kind of video. So I'm gonna finish this up and then go ahead and lift. All right, guys, so we just finished arms and shoulders, and actually tomorrow our clinical got canceled because our teacher wasn't able to make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a protein shake, kind of look at a couple school things, and head to bed, because I'm gonna sleep in till like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna get nice, good amount of rest, and then we gotta study a ton because I have the pharmacology test on Thursday. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday the 9th, so this is the third day of, the week of nursing school, and I'm finishing up the shake that I made this morning, and then I'm gonna have to go and study, because again, I remember when I was talking yesterday about how I was gonna miss clinical because my teacher couldn't make it, so I'm kind of treating today as a study grind. I did wake up a little bit later than I thought, and it's crazy because you'll go through like a sleep cycle and you feel like you ran a marathon, but I slept pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and study here because tonight I'm gonna have church dinner. So I'm excited about that. I think it's lasagna, it might be, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind out some homework for probably like 3-ish hours or something, and then I'm gonna go walk. I always love being able to go out in nature and kind of relax a little bit, kind of take your mind away from the stress, especially since I got the pharmacology test tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk around for a little while, and then I'll head right back home. I just got home and I'm gonna eat my beef and rice right here. I put some hot sauce in there because that really gives it an extra kick. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat that up, and then I'm gonna go to Wednesday night church. We just got back from Wednesday night dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and look at some editing from the video that I'm posting this Friday. And then I'm gonna probably study a couple Anki cards. I think I have like 9 that I have to memorize by the end of the day. And then we're gonna go ahead and lift. It is time for bed. I finished legs and abs, and I have to get some sleep because of the pharmacology test tomorrow, and you cannot pass a test or ace a test if you do not have sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my snoozes. It is 11:05, so a little bit later than I was hoping, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try to sleep the best that I can and go ace the test tomorrow. got back from the test. I'm at Publix right now. I'm gonna get some chicken and pasta, but we got an 82 on the test, which is much worse than I thought I was gonna do. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but we're gonna go ahead and hit the Anki cards really hard and try to rebound and get really good on the next test. But I still have a 90 in the class, so it's not too bad, but I really wanna try to get it up so I have a nice buffer when I hit the final exam. So I'm gonna go ahead right inside and take a nice little rest period. I'm gonna watch some random TV or something while I'm waiting. All right, guys, so we just got home from our lab and we did our PEG tubes, our oral medications, because our exam is going to be 3 different oral medications and then 1 topical medication. So we were practicing like eye drops. So that actually went pretty well. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think the PEG tube was definitely a lot easier for some reason than the ophthalmic medications. I think just there's a couple less steps. So I'm going to go ahead and eat my Greek yogurt here and then we will do some studying. All right, guys, so we finished studying and it was an unholy amount of studying, but now we're gonna go ahead and hit chest and back. It should be a good workout. I'm really trying to push through on the bench press, so hopefully we can do all with that. But yeah, so I gotta work 12 hours tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to make sure to get some sleep tonight. It is 7:50, so it's a little bit later than I thought it was going to be. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder to get in bed on time. So we're just going to try our best. Maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock will be a good amount of time to sleep. You know, I realize that if I sleep about 7-ish hours, I'm pretty good and like I can be completely on it at the hospital. But once I get to like 5 hours of sleep, I really start to struggle. So I'm going to try to get to bed after I lift. So let's go ahead and let's hit some chest and back. Guys, if you're ever lifting and you're hitting like a leg movement or a back movement where you're having to support all the weight on your feet, take your shoes off. It makes it so much better because it can be a lot more stable when you're actually lifting. Because then you're not having to have all the supportive cushion from your shoe that's causing your feet to curl a little bit. So that just helps with me because I got flat feet, but you're welcome to try it. All right, guys, we just finished a workout. I'm gonna go get something to eat, look at a couple flashcards, and then we will head to bed. We gotta wake up at 5:40 tomorrow, so it'll be a nice early morning, but I wake up at 5:40, which gives me 20 minutes to be out the door, and that's more than enough time for me to get up, get dressed, take a shower, make my protein shake in the morning. So, whew, I'm tired, but we'll go ahead and head to bed. We are on the last day. They were supposed to have me come in at like 6:45, but thankfully, they called me out until 9:45 because they're going to put me in the discharge lounge today. So I'm excited about that, but I'm going to go ahead and get my protein shake and head to work. This is how you know I'm productive. I pre-cleaned the protein shake before I went to bed, so now I don't have to clean it out and clean out all the old milk before I make it. Yoink. You can never have too much hot sauce. You can never have too much. I got back from the hospital and I'm all changed into workout clothes and we're gonna go ahead and hit some arms and shoulders. This is the most organized weight rack you've ever seen in your life. Look at that. We just finished lifting and it is Friday, the end of the week. We made it somehow. I don't know how we did, but we did. It was a great week, very productive. I had some, ups and downs, but overall I feel great about it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to study hard and study smart. I'll see you guys next time.